Okay, hello, welcome to the Steam Replay 2022. I did consider doing one just on my own, because, you always get, like, the Switch annual recap, and then there was a YouTube one, which was just music, not really anything. It's what music you listen to on YouTube, and then Spotify's done some and all sorts. And I was going to go through just my Steam games in general, but Steam actually made a proper one this year. So we don't need to just invent it. So this is my replay of 2022. This year you played a lot of new games and look, quite a few achievements. Okay, so I was, according to my Twitch recap, top 2% of streamers of Nier Automata. So, I thought that was pretty good. 30 sessions, 15% of playtime. What happens if I click on that? Ooh, more details. Okay, so from May, June, July, nothing in August, a little in September, October, November. So we went through, like, to the main story, and then, like, we finished off the end, I guess, at the end there. 47 achievements. Few screenshots of, the secret DLC ending, and, like, some random things that we found in the midst of it, and spoilers. We started it this year. Unlocked 100% of achievements this year. Yes, definitely unlocked all of them. We unlocked most of them, but then there's a bit in the game where you can just use the in-game currency to buy the last one. I was like, what? Gotta do that, right? So 37 new games total. 4 demos, 3 playtests. Sanctuary. What is that? That was under non-disclosure agreements. It wasn't called Sanctuary, but I guess it's called Sanctuary now. It's not under NDA anymore, but we're not allowed to, like, show screenshots and videos of that. You weren't allowed to take screenshots and videos, but we're waiting for the next beta, and then it's free to share and do things. So that's kind of dodgy that this will show stuff that you played that that was under non-disclosure. That's fine. 423 achievements in 39 games, 27 rare achievements. Okay, Dead Cells 9% of the playtime. 33% with keyboard and mouse, 67%. That's quite surprising, actually, because I'm mostly a controller gamer. That is keyboard and mouse, I guess. I guess I played a lot more of that than I thought I did. That's probably what took up a lot of my time. 423 achievements, with the Steam average being 21. 55 new games and the Steam average is 5. 5 games in a year is fair enough, and I played 55, but I do like reviewing them and I do get keys. Most of the games that I get are from developers, so Your longest streak was 23 days? Okay, I'm quite surprised that I did a streak of gaming days. Like, normally it's like a day off, a day on, a day off, a day on, but I guess, sometimes I just break that. The percentage of games you played with there were new releases was 43%. What does the other? So not new releases, and then Steam just doesn't know, I guess. Or betas and demos and playtests. 70% of the games was the average player that were released in 2022. Okay, recent favourites. 52% of the games you played in the last 1 to 7 years. Well, I mean, 1 to 7 years is quite a long time, isn't it? 64% of the games were released. Is the average, okay, that were last in the last 1 to 7. So I guess I've played more older games than a lot of the average people then. Classic. Oh, is that like classic or something? Classic. I don't know. It's like it's a weird extra bit that doesn't make sense of the donut. 5% of the games you played were released more than 8 years ago. Okay, so 1 to 7 years, 7 to 8 years, 8 years plus, I guess. It's a weird way of working it out. Otherwise, what's that big green bit? The percentage of games the average player is 20% almost. So, yeah, again, Like, I'm playing a big degree of things that aren't in the last 1 to 7 years. What if it's betas and playtests on upcoming games? Yes, I might be playing games that are not released yet. So it's games that were released in the last 1 to 7 years. Not released games, classic games. Spider Crash Show, what kinds of games you spent the most time in? I played some auto battlers. I played some investigation games, action rogue like zombies, Resident Evil, of course, survival horror, trivia. Well, you know, Jackbox Party Pack. I shared 8 screenshots. I had 5 badges, 2 new friends, 1 review written. We discussed 20 posts. Didn't gift any games on Steam, didn't give any awards, didn't write any guides, workshop contribution, workshop subscribers. I don't really do any of that. Close look at your top play games. Again, Nier Automata, I was in the top 2% of Twitch streamers for Nier Automata. So yeah, we did really, really well at that. There's nothing to really show. It's like under non-disclosure. So, you know, I wasn't able to share. 9% total playtime, 2-day streak. And we did that January to June. And then I just sort of, you know, stopped at that point. We got a lot of achievements. Like, we kind of finished that, really. Fall Guys. Awkwardly flailed through many an obstacle course. And then it broke. You know, once it's got to season 2 of free-to-play on Epic, it said it was a virus and just didn't load up, so I uninstalled it. If you haven't played it since, 5-day streak is the longest. Okay, we finished the last of the achievements. We got no qualifiers. That's actually a good Twitch clip. And we got a screenshot of. Oh yeah, that's just because I've got like 5 crowns in 1 round. Don't ask me how, but yeah, we've got 5 crowns in 1 round. Resident Evil 2, 5%, 12 sessions. So we did most of it, and then we just kind of finished it off in August. I was kind of moving house, so, you know, a lot of gap in that sort of period. So yeah, like, you know, just wasn't anything really going on there. I wasn't online. We got a load of achievements in that. Playtime by month. Apparently, there's still 7%. Okay, so Fall Guys, Jackbox, Party Pack 6, 9% of playtime. 16% and 49% in other games. Oh, it even shows you other games. Rocket Knight, Cube 2, Dandy Ace, Santa Cruises. Yeah, so, you know, and 2 more. In February, less. And then March, you know, we started getting up, and then, like, May, we did a lot in Dead Cells and Nier Automata. 41% in Nier Automata, and other games. Quite a few other games, then, you know, again, we were sort of moving. I guess, I don't know, it says it's like 6% of the year's playtime. And then in September, I guess after moving, you know, I like really wanted to play a lot of games. So we did. Oh yeah, also like the playtest of the non-disclosure agreement is in those 2 months. That was a lot of time. Building levels takes a lot of time. And we got a million other games, 54% in a lot of other games, 68% in a lot of other games. Okay, 67% of your playtime was played with the controller over 35 games and 200 sessions. So Nier Automata, Dead Cells, Fall Guys, Resident Evil, Deadly Premonition. Ironically, Resident Evil was higher on my streamed things than Fall Guys, Dead Cells. So Nier Automata was at the top, and I was top 2% of that. Then Resident Evil. Then it was some other things. I can't remember, but I don't think Fall Guys was on there. Fall Guys didn't make it, neither did Dead Cells, even though I apparently played them more. But I guess I was more popular streamer in Resident Evil than Dead Cells and Fall Guys and Deadly Premonition. Longest day streak was from August 23rd to September the 15th, so after I moved house. During this time, you played 14 different games. Yes. Well, I mean, you know, we're streaming a lot of different games. We did Resident Evil 2, Double Kick Heroes on a guitar, Tale of Bits, and Resident Evil 3. So we finished that and started that. Fall Guys, a bit, Despot's Game, Deadly Premonition, Broken Pieces. Played that, completed it. Titan Adjuxia, Vampire Survivors, Summer Maternity. That was sponsors. That was sponsored. And that was a plate. Which, you can see the name that it's actually, it's like, hey, it's called Sanctuary. And then it's like, but it's non-disclosure. It was. But, you know, thankfully it's not non-disclosure anymore. So we can reveal that. And then these are like the first games that we played. Or, you know, games that we first played this year. So Nier started and completed this entire year. Dead Cells, obviously, you know, had ages ago, played ages ago. I kind of feel like I only started that this year. But I don't know. Jackbox, obviously, we stream a lot. And on the 2nd, we're going to do another Jackbox stream with quite a few people. Deadly Premonition, first played in this, first played in this. Tormented Souls, yes, we completed that last year. Still installed because the achievements didn't work properly, and I kind of want the last achievements. That first played, this first played, you know, that was only really came out this year. And Cruises, you know, kind of came and died because it doesn't work properly. It just keeps kicking you out to the lobby, so you literally can't play it. Played and completed this year, played and completed this year, played and completed this year. I need to finish writing up the review of that. It was a good game. Multiverses, yes, we've done that. Despot's Game, I guess I started the other year. And then Trigon, this, you know, we completed, played and completed this year. This one, I don't know if I actually did play this year. I guess it must have been right at the start of the year or something. We finished it off or something. Ziggurat, we played and completed. Severed Steel, we started last year, so that's fine. This, you know, first played this year. Dreamscaper, yeah, definitely played last year. Dead End Job, played it at Halloween on a YouTube stream. Cube, End of Eternity, Code Vein, we tried to play, it didn't really work that well. Perfect Heist 2, again, first played this year. Down the Ace, we had early access, so, you know, we got through that. Mayhem and Single Valley. I don't think we've actually finished that yet. Deep State, first played this year. I don't know if it was, but we only played it once. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. We got that through Steam Curator, so, you know, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. As good as it sounds, it's Double Kick Heroes we played before, but, you know, we did a proper stream this year. Mecha Jammer, first played this year. Split, first played this year. It was good until it became just a really stupid maths problem rather than a puzzle game. Yes, technically that's still a puzzle. Svar is an interesting music sort of generator of graphics, like you know, old school, what do you call it, Windows Media Player sort of things. Rocket Knight, first played this year, completed. First played, completed. First played, completed. We were doing some FMV things. You know, I'm open to playing more FMV things. This was a sponsored stream. Sounded better than it was. Space Accident, I think that's free. And we first played that this year. Tangent Adjuxia. First played this year, but it actually broke. So it doesn't actually run. So that's very unfortunate because, you know, it looks like it could be a good game, but it just runs weird now anytime I try to load it. This, I don't think it was sponsored, but it, you know, first played this year. It's a demo. Fling to the Finish, you know, we played that previously, and we, in the controversial tournaments, this was during a sponsored stream for the G Dump something, the gig, it's a playtesting site. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, we tried it. It's sort of like Hello Neighbor. It needs a lot of work until it comes out. There's nobody online to even play it with, so, you know, it was very hard to try and make content on it when nobody's actually live on it. Loud, first played this year. I want to finish this. We should do it with like a guitar controller and be like, really memey and funky, and see if we can beat that. Except the Destroyer. First played this year. It's a tower defense sort of game. Heavy Rain didn't work. Did not work. I don't know why it didn't work. It wouldn't let me do the choices on the controller, so it's impossible to play and complete. It wouldn't recognize the inputs, so it became literally impossible to play. Like, it had the same issue that Don't Starve has, where it doesn't recognize where the mouse actually is, so I couldn't actually click and interact on the things. I don't know if they ever fixed it. I messaged them, and hopefully they fixed it. I haven't seen an update for it, so I assume it hasn't been fixed. So as a result, we haven't played it. Fallout 76, I tried to install it during the free weekend. It didn't load, so we actually didn't play that. This, I completed the original Isaac and got many hours in it. I did start this one because it had a G Fuel special day, and the G Fuel special day didn't actually work, so we never did it. But I'll get around to that at some point. This we played, and then this we didn't stream. This is suffering game that I end up playing when there's no internet, because half of the games just won't work when you have no internet connection. So when I moved house, I got a lot further in the end is nigh, and I just played the suffering game until I got internet, and I got pretty far. I did a lot of stuff. As part of the community, don't forget to share your replay with your friends. Is that all that we have? Oh, some of your friends have already shared theirs. Dare I click on them? Should I share mine? Okay, well, this is Gawain's. Obviously, we know him from playing Jackbox with us. Rimworld and Lost Ark are up his most. Many more achievements than me. Lots of time in V-Rising, a longer streak. We're just going to quickly flick through this one. That's so many achievements. 69. Nice. New releases. It would be interesting if you could do like a comparison with yours. So I play a lot more new releases than Gawain, I guess, and a lot more of his are more recent. Colony sims, MMORPGs, open world survival, superheroes, creature collector, auto battlers. Very different to the games that I play. I was going to say, if that's his entire thing, only in April and March, that's very interesting. But he plays through one game and then goes to another game. So it's like, February to March, he played that game. And then, then V-Rising's there. Counter-Strike, he's been playing a lot with other people. Terraria, But playing a lot less lately. Playing a lot less games lately. Project Zomboid, Rimworld, Hunt, Nino Kuni liked that a lot, didn't he? Fall Guys, he's played Fall Guys with us as well. He's playing Slime Rancher recently as well. Final Fantasy VII, Retrograde. I need to play that. Temtem also looks good, and I've got Superland. I need to get around to playing that eventually. And Back for Blood. I need people to play through that with, so I need to play through that. Maybe I should, because I gave him the beta key for the original, and but I never got a group together to play through the whole game with, so I need to do that at some point. Despot's Game, again, he got that from watching me stream that, so and I gave him key for the Anacrusis, but again, the Anacrusis just doesn't work anymore, so that's some fortunate. Among Us. Okay, what else is there? Multiverses. I didn't know he played Multiverses. Okay. Maybe should see if he wants to play Multiverses sometimes. Yeah, that was my Steam replay. Obviously very different to Gawain's. Obviously, what sort of games I tend to play. Investigation should really be puzzle, and I play a lot of puzzle games, to be fair. So I'm surprised that I guess I haven't really played as many puzzle games this year. Investigation, I guess, to a degree. Right, so yeah, there's not puzzle games. That's a puzzle game. That's a puzzle game. I mean, that's sort of like a, old schooly puzzly. They're sort of like the old Resident Evil games. They are kind of puzzly. Action platformer, strategy, shoot 'em up, adventure, shoot 'em up, multiplayer, shoot 'em up, roguelike, twin stick shooter, first person puzzle. That's sort of like an RPG puzzle. That's an adventure game. That's a first person investigate, finds the secret criminal sort of things. Twin stick shooter, sort of a platformer, not really, but whatever, roguelikey. I don't know how to describe that. That's just run around the map. Old school classic sort of thing. Music game. That's a puzzle game. Right. FMV movies. That's a puzzle game. Platformer. Action game. Music game. Tower defense. Adventure-y sort of moral compass game. That's a narrative adventure-y game. That's a twin stick shooter. That's a platformer. So yeah, there's a few puzzles in there. I guess I haven't been sent as many puzzle games because I'm normally the puzzle guy, and I have not been given puzzle games to cover this year. So yeah, that is what you could expect from mine. I should put mine to public, and then anyone can come see my replay if they so choose. And obviously, stream with Badass Devil, who is also Panda of Gawain. Rizolka is going back to streaming now, and then Sultano has already shared theirs, but nobody else has. Okay,